Hello everyone, welcome to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to learn how to automate pest control bookings on WhatsApp. So I run a pest control service and want my customers to book appointment, share service type and confirm visits automatically via WhatsApp. So for that I am going to build a WhatsApp chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow. So firstly in this video we are going to create a WhatsApp chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow. Now if a user will send a message, an automatic reply will be sent to them. So if you also want to build this automation, then let me take you towards my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video we are going to learn how to automate pest control bookings on WhatsApp, and right before you on my screen you can see this is the flow I have created for creating the chatbot for the pest control bookings. So you can also create a chatbot like this for your own business so that you can enhance your business, as this will help you to interact with your customers anytime and anywhere, and with the help of chatbot you can enhance your users experience also. So here you can see this is the flow I have created for creating the chatbot, and now I am going to show you how you can create your own WhatsApp chatbot for your own business. But before that I am going to show you the real working of this chatbot. So now let's move on to my WhatsApp for testing it, and here I am going to enter a message to the number which I have already connected to my Pabbly Chatflow account, and here this number is saved as my test number. So here I am going to enter this message, that is pest control, and here you can see as I have entered this message, that is pest control, I am getting a welcome message, that is welcome. Hi, choose the pest control service you need, and here we are getting a list. So now let's open this list and check the service, and here you can see we are getting 3 services. So now let's select our first service, that is termite control, and as I have selected my first service I am getting a message which is asking me to enter my problem briefly. So now let's enter our problem, that is XYZ, and here I am going to enter this message, and afterwards I am getting a message which is asking me to enter my full name. So here I am going to enter my full name as demo user. So as I am going to enter this message, and here it is asking me to enter my email address. So here I am going to enter my email address as demoUser@pabblytudes.com, and as I have entered my email address it is asking me to enter my location. So here I am going to enter my location as Bhopal, and afterwards we are getting a thank you message which says your pest control appointment is booked, our team will reach you soon. So here you can see our chatbot is working properly, and not only this, now let's move on to my HubSpot CRM to check whether a contact is created over there with the same detail I have entered here or not. So now let's move on to my HubSpot CRM with me, and here you can see I am landed to my HubSpot CRM account, where I am landed to my contacts page, where I am getting the same contact which I have recently entered over my WhatsApp with the name demo user and the email address as demoUser@pabblytudes.com. So here you can see our chatbot is working properly, and also creating a contact over the HubSpot CRM for maintaining the records. So you can also create a chatbot like this for your own business by just using Pabbly Chatflow. So for that you simply have to type its URL over the new tab, that is pabbly.com/chatflow, and once you will enter the URL you will be getting the landing page of Pabbly, and here you can see we are getting 2 options, that is sign in and sign up free. So if you are a new user you can simply click over the sign up free, but if you are an existing user you can simply click over the sign in, and if you sign up your account for free over the Pabbly Chatflow you get 100 free credits every month for practicing the chatbot. And now I am going to tell you about Pabbly community. So here you can see this is the page of Pabbly community, where automation users, marketers and business owners gather to share their ideas, ask questions and get relevant update regarding using the Pabbly applications. So you can also join Pabbly community now and grow your business with us, and if you wish to join the Pabbly community you can find link in the description given below. Now let's move on to the Pabbly Chatflow again, and here I am going to simply click over the sign in, as I already have an account on Pabbly Chatflow. And once you finish your sign up you will be getting this all Pabbly apps page, and here you can see we are getting the products provided by Pabbly. You can access any of these products, and as we are going to create a chatbot we firstly have to access this Pabbly Chatflow. So now let's click over the access now given on the Pabbly Chatflow app, And once you click over the access now, you will be getting the dashboard page of Pabbly Chatflow, which can be seen here. And here on this dashboard page, you can see these are the numbers I have connected to my account. So you can also add your WhatsApp number by just clicking on this add WhatsApp number button. And here you can see we are getting two options, that is WhatsApp Connect and Manual Token Connect. So if you want to integrate your WhatsApp number, you can simply click over this WhatsApp Connect, and if you want to connect with token number, you can simply click over this Manual Token Connect. And if you want to learn more about this process of adding WhatsApp number to the Pabbly Chatflow, you can find video link in the description given below. Now moving on to the sidebar, you can see these are the features provided by Pabbly, and if you want to learn more about these features, you can find video link in the description given below. Now as we are going to create a chatbot, we firstly have to create flows for that. So you can see the flows given on the sidebar, so you just have to select it, and once you will click over the flows, you will be landed to the flow builder page. And here you can see these are the flows I have created in my account. So you can also add your own flow by just clicking on this add flow button, and we will be landed to the flow page. And here on this flow page, you can see we are getting the option for entering the flow name. So now let's provide a name to our flow here. So here I am providing it the name Automate Pest Control Bookings on WhatsApp, and afterwards we are getting the trigger. So trigger is the action which is going to initiate our chatbot, and on this trigger we are getting the trigger event. So here you can see we are getting many trigger events, but here I am going to keep it as the same, that is keyword rejects match. So now you might be thinking, what is this keyword and reject? So keyword is basically the word which is going to initiate our chatbot. Now let's say I want to initiate my chatbot as soon as someone type this word, that is pest control. So for that you just have to make this text as your keyword. So you just have to type it and press the enter key, and here our one keyword is ready. And the regex is basically the short form for the regular expressions. These are used for the specific user input, and if you want to trigger any message, you can enter regex like this. But here I want to initiate my chatbot from the keyword, so I will be just removing this regex from here. And here as we are done with our trigger, I am going to send the list of the services with a welcome message to my clients. So for that you just have to drag and drop, and here you can see we are getting the option for list. So just have to select it, and here you can see we are getting this list node where it is asking me to enter header, body and footer for the list. So now let's enter a header, body and footer for the list here. So here you can see I have entered header and body for the list, and I have entered this text, that is welcome, between these asterisk signs to make it bold. And now I am going to add some items to this list. So for that you simply have to click over this add section, and here I am going to enter the section title as services, and afterwards I am going to add some items to this list by just clicking on this add items. And here you have to enter the title of your first item. So now let's enter it. So here you can see I have entered the title of my first item, that is termite control, and afterwards I am going to add many more items to this list likewise. So just click on this add items and enter the title of my another items. So here you can see I have added two more items to this list, that is mosquito control, and afterwards I have entered the last title, that is other. So with this we are done with our list, and now as soon as someone will select any of these items from the list, I am going to ask them some questions. So for that you just have to go to actions, and here you can see we are getting the option for ask question. So just select it, and you will be getting this question action, and here you can enter the question which you want to ask from your customers or the clients. So now I am going to connect all these list items with this question node, and afterwards I am going to enter my question here. So now let's enter our question. So here you can see I have entered a question asking for the problem or the issue, and afterwards we are getting the option for selecting the contact custom field. So here you can see these are the contact custom fields I have created. So you can also create your own contact custom field by just clicking on the settings, and here you can see we are getting the option for contact custom fields. So you just have to select it and create your own fields, but before that you have to save your flow by just clicking on the save button so that your data doesn't get lost. And once you will click over the contact custom field, you will be landed to the contact custom field page, which can be seen here. And on this contact custom field you simply have to click over this add add more field, and here you have to provide the field name, and afterwards you simply have to click over the save button and your contact custom field will be ready. But here, as I have already created my contact custom field, let's move on to the Pabbly chat flow and select it. And here I am going to select my contact custom field as issues, and afterwards I am going to select my format as any, and likewise I am going to add many more questions to this flow. So here I have entered my another question that is asking for the full name, where I have selected the contact custom field as full name, and afterwards I have entered a question asking for the email address, where I have selected the contact custom field as email, and the format here I have selected as email. And once you will select the format as email, it will ask you to enter the number. So here it is basically asking you to enter the number of attempt you want to provide to your customers, and in this you can enter the validation message also. And the next I have entered a question asking for the location, where I have selected the contact custom field as location. And now as soon as my user will provide me all these details, I am going to create a new contact over the HubSpot CRM for my this client. So for that you simply have to go to actions, and here you can see we are getting this API request. So you just have to select this API request action, and you will be getting this API request action, by using which you can connect Pabbly Chatflow and Pabbly Connect, so that we can create a new contact over the HubSpot CRM. Now let's connect this question node with this API request action, and here it is asking me to paste the webhook URL. Now for getting the webhook URL, we have to move to Pabbly Connect. And if you remember, I have told you about all Pabbly apps page, where we were getting the Pabbly Connect app, which can be seen here. So now we simply have to click over this access now button, and we will be landed to the dashboard page of Pabbly Connect, which can be seen here. And here I am going to create a workflow. So for that you simply have to click over this create workflow button, and here I am going to select my workflow builder, that is beta. So let's select it, and afterwards it is asking me to enter my workflow name. So here I am going to provide it the same name which I have provided to my chat flow. So here I have provided the name Automate Pest Control Bookings on WhatsApp, and afterwards I am going to select my folder as Pabbly Chatflow. Now we simply have to click over this create button, and we will be landed to the workflow page. And in this workflow page we have to select the trigger. So in this case I am going to select my trigger app as Pabbly Chatflow, because I want to initiate my workflow as soon as I receive a new message over the Pabbly Chatflow. So here I am going to select my trigger app as Pabbly Chatflow, and afterwards I am going to select my app event as new message received. Now we simply have to click over this connect button, and here you can see we are getting the webhook URL. So this is the webhook URL you have to paste to the Pabbly Chatflow. So now let's copy this and let's move on to the Pabbly Chatflow, and here I am going to select my request method as post, as I want to post my data, and afterwards I am going to paste the webhook URL which I have recently received from the Pabbly Connect. And on this parameters section I am going to create my first key, that is issues, and afterwards I am going to select my contact custom field as issues, and now I am going to add more fields. So here you can see I have added 3 more keys, that is full name, email, location, and here I have selected the contact custom field according to these keys. Now we simply have to click over this test button, and here you can see we are getting this pop-up which says API request successful. Now let's move on to the Pabbly Connect to check whether we are receiving the response over there or not. So here you can see we are successfully receiving the response, that is response A, with all the fields which we have recently added to the API request. So with this we are done with our trigger setup. Now we just have to set up our action app. So for that you simply have to click over this add new action step button, and here you will be landed to the action setup page, and here I am going to search for the HubSpot, as I am going to create a contact over the HubSpot CRM for my new clients. So now let's select it, and afterwards I am going to select my app event as create a contact. Now we simply have to click over this connect button for building the connection, and if you want to build a new connection you can simply click over this add new connection button and simply click over this connect with HubSpot CRM, but here I am going to keep it as the same. So I will be using select existing connection. So now let's click over this save button for saving the connection, and here our connection has been saved successfully, and we are getting some of the fields. So here I am going to map these fields. So now you might be thinking, what is this mapping? So mapping is the real magic here. Mapping is basically inserting the data from the previous step, so you don't have to enter your values again and again. The fields will be replaced as the new responses will be arrived. So here I am going to map the fields which I am receiving from the response of the Pabbly chat flow. So here you can see I am getting the first field, that is email. So here I am going to map it, and afterwards let's search for another fields. So here you can observe that we are getting the field that is first name, but here in spite of first name I am going to map my full name, and here we are not getting any necessary field. So I will be just clicking on the save and send test request for sending the test data, and with this we are done with our action app also. And now let's move on to the Pabbly chat flow again, and here we simply have to click over the save button for saving this response. And now I am going to add the status fallback. So status fallback is the final message which we are going to send to our clients. So you just have to drag and drop and select X button for entering the message. So here you can see I have entered this thank you message for my clients or the customers, and with this we are done with our flow. Now we simply have to save this flow. So for that you just have to click over the save button, and here you can see we are getting this pop-up which says flow updated successfully, means we have successfully saved our flow. Now for showing you how we are receiving message from our customer and how we are sending them the automated reply, let me take you towards my inbox section. So for that you simply have to click over the inbox given on the sidebar, and as you will click over the inbox you will be landed to the inbox page, and here you can see these are the numbers I have connected to my account, and on this particular number you can see I am successfully receiving message from my customer and our automated replies are successfully sent or delivered to them. And one point has to be noticed that this is following the path which we have created through our flow, means if a user sends us a message we are going to send them a welcome message, and if the user selects any of the items from the list we are going to ask them a question regarding their problem. So this is the way an automation works. So you can also create an automation like this for enhancing your own business. So what are you waiting for? So stay tuned to our YouTube channel for learning more about Pabbly and creating many more amazing automations like this. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe our channel. So thank you for watching this video. So you can create many more chatbots like this by using Pabbly Chatflow. Now if you have any doubt you can mail us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries you can write it on forums.pabbly.com. But if you have any pricing related issue then you can visit the URL given over here. So start using Pabbly Chatflow for free now.